What's up, YouTube, man? We're going to get straight into it. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Here I have a fan's reaction crashing out over the Luka Doncic Anthony Davis trade. Also, I have Brian Windhorst, Klay Thompson, and Kendrick Perkins' reaction to the trade as well. Here's a listen.
I've been a Master my whole entire life since I've been a baby. This is the worst moment in the history of my life. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, man. We went to the NBA Finals. Why are we trading the best player, the franchise player? How are we trading the franchise player? We went to the NBA Finals. He's supposed to have a statue. Hell yeah. He's supposed to have a statue. Dirk got a statue right there. It's supposed to be Luka right there. Why we don't got a statue for Luka? This new management is putting profit over fans. Profit over fans. Feel me? They're not worried about the fans. They don't care that we've invested 7 years of it believing in Luka, believing in building a team around Luka. They don't care about that. They just want to make their gambling money, make a couple $100 million, and leave us stuck out here. You know, now we're back to square one. We're back to square zero. You feel me? It's ridiculous. Luka filled that stadium. Who gonna fill it now? Who gonna fill that stadium now?
Like I said, I was upset. I was confused because, like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, like, what is your mindset, right? Like, why would you trade Luka? And if you are to trade Luka, why would you not get the best trade package available for him? That was just such a horrible perspective. That's just such a horrible trade. Like, at least make it make sense. You know what I mean? Make it at least a decent trade. But that was just a terrible trade. Hate this. Hate everything about it. I hope Luka goes crazy on us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm done with the Mavs right now, bro. It's done.
These guys, this Nico, they finished with my dreams. Okay. And this place, American Airlines, the Mavericks, this was my safe place. And now I have nothing. Basically, they screw up the best sport thing in Dallas. I'm so sad, man, for real. I'm sad and disappointed.
Mr. Luka, if you're listening to us, Mr. Luka Doncic, this is not from us. Mr. Luka, you were supposed to stay here for forever. We love you, Luka. My kids were supposed to watch you. My kids, this was supposed to be their childhood, Luka. We love you, Luka. Please come back to us.
Reaction to the Dallas Mavericks making this move. I had an all-star, current NBA all-star text me and say, do you know how much the Mavericks must hate Luka? I mean, this is what they're talking about in the league. I've had, veteran coaches text me and say they can't believe they saw this. They just have never seen anything like this. And Luka is 25 years old, okay? He is under contract for several more years, and this summer he is already eligible for a Supermax. I find it completely unbelievable that he would not sign that contract. This was not done because the Mavericks didn't think Luka wanted to be there. Even if he didn't sign that contract, you would have a whole year to figure it out. This was done because the Mavericks didn't think that going forward with Luka was best for their franchise. Think about that statement. A 25-year-old who's been first-team All-NBA the last 5 years and carried them to the finals a few months ago. And they said, we want out of the Luka Doncic business and we want out of it now. They didn't put him on auction, Kevin. They didn't say, we're going to trade Luka Doncic, bring us your offers. They targeted one team and they made the offer and deal in stealth mode.
I wish Luka the best. I mean, it was a joy to play with him in those 22 games we were together. But we're going to obviously welcome AD with open arms. Obviously one of the best players ever, being top 75. And this is the nature of the business. You have to be professional about all things in front of you. And I look forward to keeping the goal the same. And that's obviously to end it with our year on a win. But it's just a hard part of the NBA.
You're such a student of the history of the game. Where does this rank for you in terms of surprising moves that you maybe didn't see coming?
I mean, it's like similar to LeBron when he went to Miami, Obviously that was on his own accord, but still Luka's puts up similar numbers to LeBron, so he's a franchise player, and I'm sure he'll enjoy the sunshine in Cali.
Brian Windhorst, somebody who's covered LeBron for, at this point, Windy, I mean, more than 2 decades. You know this guy well. how he plays the game, how he's excelled and carried teams to championships. You heard the guys talking. To what degree do you agree that this is something of a franchise baton pass more than a move that can get the Lakers to title contention as a 5 seed this year?
This is not really about the Lakers. It's not really about LeBron. This is about the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic. This move, in the moment here, believe is one of the most stunning trades, one of the biggest and most stunning trades in the history of the league. And obviously, because it is involving a legacy franchise and a legacy player like the Lakers and LeBron, we're going to tend to focus on that. But that's not where the fascinating part is here, is my phone has exploded with agents and executives and players and all people with the game. The focus in the league is the Dallas Mavericks' decision to trade Luka Doncic here. This is basically a rebuke of him. This is them saying that they don't think they can win with him. They're worried about the kind of defense he plays. They're worried about the kind of way he keeps himself in condition. They're worried, obviously, about his ability to focus at the biggest moments. As you know, Phil, I have felt this way about Luka before, but I have always felt he would get past it. I would felt that there would be part of his story. He is 25 years old and he has already qualified for the Supermax, which he was eligible to sign this year. There was no way he wasn't going to sign that contract. He was going to be committed to the Dallas Mavericks. This was a player who was locked in. It was going to be a question of, could he win 2 or 3 MVPs? Could he win 1 or multiple championships? And it was the Dallas Mavericks who are pulling the plug on that. And not only that, they are not auctioning him off. They are not letting the league know, come to us with your highest bid. This was a pocket deal. This was like a $1 billion mansion changing hands where there was only one bidder as far as we know. And not only that, they didn't even get the entire package from the Lakers. Yes, they got Anthony Davis. They didn't get Austin Reeves. They only got one of the 2 first-round picks. The Lakers are still holding a first-round pick. How can you trade Luka Doncic and not have the second first-round pick? I mean, that's a minor footnote. Okay, now let me switch over to the Lakers, because the Mavericks side of this is a far, far more fascinating move. Far, far, far more fascinating move. But okay, switch to the Lakers. LeBron has dreamed about playing with Luka Doncic for years. This is something he never thought, but he badly, badly wanted. When Luka was deciding where he was going to go within Nike, LeBron pressed him very hard to come to his shoe brand within Nike. He ended up going with the Jordan brand, but he was trying to recruit him then. He saw a vision of the 2 of them playing together. A couple of years ago, Kyrie Irving tried to get LeBron to figure out a way to get to Dallas. And LeBron said, no, Kyrie, come to LA. But, the reason that Kyrie wanted to think to see if that was possible when LeBron was a free agent was because he knew that the Luka-LeBron connection was there. So I'd have to think about it and see them play together. But this, while LeBron is losing a teammate that he's won a championship with, and I'm sure when he was brought with this, he was in shock. I haven't spoken to him or heard from him, but I have to assume that he will have a lot of excitement because he has dreamed of this, and I'm sure he thought it was never going to happen in his career.
Perk, what do you think about all that? It's a lot we're all digesting this together.
Well, I'm looking at it right now, and the fact is that it seemed like the Dallas Mavericks was fed up with Luka. And this is a message to the rest of the league and to a lot of young guys that you have to be professional. No matter how good you are, you have to show a level of professionalism. And let's be real, Luka Doncic has a history of being out of shape. He has a history of having soft tissue injuries. Why? Because he's not taking care of his body. We saw last year when they were deep in the playoffs that, the great Michael Finley had to go pull a beer from his hand. So at the end of the day, look, I'm going to say this. The Dallas Mavericks has put themselves in a win-now situation, in a great situation. Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving is going to do magic together with the pieces that they have ran under Jason Kidd. Reminding y'all that J. Kidd did coach AD for a minute. He knows AD. He knows what he likes to do. He's going to put him in position to be successful. And the best thing about it is that Anthony Davis doesn't have to play the 5 position. He still have Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford there. So now he could go back to playing the natural 4 Luka is an international superstar. Make no mistake about it. He's a guy that's going to go out there and get you 39 and 9 a night. And look, the Lakers, he's going, and the great thing about it is that he's going to team up with a guy in LeBron James, who has known to be one of the best, if not the best, when it comes down to taking care of your body and being a professional. I'm pretty sure Bron is going to take Luka under his wing and teach him how to be a true professional. And there's one person that Luka Doncic will listen to, is one of the greatest players to ever step foot on the basketball court.
You said that the Mavs side is more captivating, compelling, and intriguing. With what the Mavs have, like Shea mentioned, they were in the finals last year. Does this put them in a position to surpass OKC, Houston, Memphis, some of those other Western Conference teams that are currently ahead of them on the ladder?
I don't know, man. I will say this. Anthony Davis went on the record with Shams a couple of days ago and said, I don't want to play center. And now he's going to a situation where he can be the power forward. The Mavericks have a bunch of giants. Derek Lively is their franchise center. AD will be able to play power forward, which is what he wants. He will be able to play alongside Kyrie Irving. He will be able to play for Jason Kidd, with whom he won the championship in 2020. Kidd was on the coaching staff of the Lakers. He is probably shocked about this. It probably hit him out of nowhere. I mean, he signed a long-term contract not too long ago because he wanted to be in LA. He's never, as far as I know, and I mean, like, there's going to be a lot of reporting that a lot of us have to do in the next 24 hours. As far as I know, he has not shown any reason to want to leave. I do think that if they didn't get him a center and the Lakers had a bad finish to the season, that there was going to be some attention put on him in the summer. But I don't think the Lakers were looking to do this. I think the phone rang from Dallas and saying, do you want Luka Doncic? And the Lakers said, a 25-year-old who is potentially a multi-time MVP, yes, we will take him with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I think they traded out a 31-year-old for a 25-year-old. I don't think it's much about them. I think it's a no-brainer for them. And it's a phenomenal situation. I've never really seen anything like this before.
Never really seen anything like this, and on a Saturday night. We really appreciate it. Perk, thank you. Wendy, thank you.